Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the RealTalk podcast. This is episode, I want to say 12?
Yeah, episode 12.
Episode 12 of the podcast, and we have another special guest.
What's going on, guys? Your boy Biggz, live and direct in the studio today.
In the building. We're in the
Exactly.
building.
Well,
in
we're
the studio.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's actually, you know what, compared to my little studio at home,
It's much better.
it's so different. This is levels.
Yeah,
It's actually levels up. I have to rate it, it's sick.
So, is this actually your studio? Do you own this?
No, this is not my studio. So I just use it. It's my boy Shay's. Big up Shay for letting us use the studio today. This is my boy Shay's studio. Yeah, man. So anytime I've got sessions or I'm doing projects, I come here. I've got multiple studios though, but this is just closest to home.
Yeah.
It's easier to just commute and get people here. So yeah, I've got work out of different studios, different vibes and environments. So yeah, but no, this studio is sick. So
Do you have like one famous studio that's like you really want to go into?
yeah. I got one favorite studio. Oh, actually, I got two. You know, I got two. Yeah, it's both owned by I don't even know. I think it's a company. Yeah, it's a company called Moloko. There's Battery One. It's in like where is it? I think it's in Neasden. Neasden, yeah, far like north side, London side, and then I've got there's another one called the Red Room with Moloko. It's in Bermondsey. So yeah, those are the two favorite studios. All the guys love that studio. So
when you go there, you know you're gonna make it.
Yeah. When we go there, we know something good.
Yeah, you're going to turn up. Yeah, man. Absolute bangers. Now, we know you've worked with some chart hitting artists.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, he is a music producer, music engineer.
Yeah.
As you can see from the setting.
Of course. Now, what we want to find out, what is the biggest song you've worked on?
The biggest song I probably worked on is Body, like the Body remix with RRDEE'S, Tion and that. Yeah.
What did you? Because I know you're close with RD.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a little bit. What did you do on the track? Was it only RD's verse?
Yeah. Or... So it was around the time obviously RD was just blowing up and that. I think he just dropped 6 AM in Brighton, and the Body song was going off with Tion and Russ. And I think they hollered at RD. RD tells a story somewhere in one of his podcasts actually. Yeah. I think they bumped into each other at an apartment in London, and then they just like a week later they just connected. I think, and then I think Tion asked him to hop on the remix and that. So he done like 9-10 verses, and that his manager was just like, that's it. That's the one.
Of course.
So we went down to his manager's studio in Hackney. That's what I was working at that studio at the time, and we were all there. It was me, his manager, some of his A&Rs from the label, and I think Tion came later on that day as well. And I recorded his verse. And then we done like a TikTok video to it.
Yeah.
And it just went crazy after that. So,
it's crazy.
How did you get involved with RD in the first place?
So me and RD were like it was us two together from the start. So I after school, after year 11, went college in Worthing. Not even Worthing, in Goring, like near Littlehampton.
Yeah.
I went to do a music technology A level or something like that, level 3 A level, something like that, along those lines anyway. And then I met RD there. I met loads of people there. RD was one of the artists that I met there. At the time, I was still doing my thing, bouncing from studios, like going all the way. Obviously, I live like half an hour away from where I went college.
Yeah.
So it was like further, and like I was bouncing like from college to my house to like studio in London. Like sometimes I'll
isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot. So like sometimes I'll finish college and then like I'll go studio like all the way in London. So I'll take train, go like past Crawley, past Three Bridges, and like past East Croydon, and then past like London Victoria. Like I'll be going like deep into London straight after college. Take me like 2-3 hours. Like I'm traveling around rush hour as well, so the trains are packed. So it was me and RD doing our thing at the start, and then at the time I was working in the studio on Woolwich, and it was run by Dino's manager, MC Versatile, and
I've heard of him actually.
It's A&R at Columbia Records as well. So he was doing his thing at the time, and he was just looking for new artists really, and I was his engineer at his studio. and he was like the first person like to like wanting to like just build a team and not trying to like rob me for like the money I was making, because there was a lot of studios back there where I was like just getting, oh yeah, I'm taking 10-20% of this, whatever.
Yeah, it gets long after a while.
But like he wasn't trying to do that. He was just trying to just like build a team and just like be successful really. So it was like me and Ardy were going back and forth to studios, like there's Beat Freak Studios, big up Beat Freaks as well. Yeah man. And then like over time I showed MC Versatile RD. Yeah. And at first he wasn't really like, he wasn't too sure. I was saying like no one is, he wasn't too sure, but I was just like just give him a bit of time. And RD came studio a couple times, and they like connected, they like swapped contacts and shit. And yeah, I think RD was sending him his music and stuff. And then there was one studio session where we were just like, yeah, this guy's good. He made one track. I think it was, I forgot what track it is. I think it was he actually, I actually dropped the track. It was Jiggy. Like, Jiggy. Yeah, RD made Jiggy in his room. He made it in his room. That engineered it himself, done it up, and he sent it to MC Versatile. And he was just like, this is hard. This is hard. So he came in for a session. It was me, RD, and MC Versatile, and like we made cheeky bars. We made cheeky bars, and then just like the ball just got rolling from there. Like he was on it, they were both on it, and just stuff started. So that's how I got involved with RD. I met him at college, and we just started working together. He was a sick artist, so he was like really sick, like spitting rap, grime, like best artist I've ever met.
Was the workload there? Was he just constantly pumping out? Yeah,
like it was crazy. This guy. Big up RD, man. Like,
so he was committed from day one.
Yeah. Like he was. That's all he wanted to be, a rapper. And I was willing to help with that. So like I've done everything that I could, and like.
So I guess you came in quite in hand for him, right? Because as a music engineer, and then you take a rapper who's got quality like RD and wants to come up big. Yeah. That just makes crazy combo, right?
Literally, so mad combo, really. And like I'm like, I always do a little bit more than what's expected of me. So like I'll just go the extra mile. So I was just helping him like with extra stuff, and like he had a mind of his own as well. So he would go off and like write notes and just plan music videos and stuff. And that's one of the things that MC Versatile liked as well, because it's like, right, this boy is not just coming with like a plan and just not doing the work or expecting someone to do everything for him. Like he's got everything just planned out, written, and was just like listen, this is what I've got, this is what I'm planning, I'm going to do this music video. And like he wasn't stopping, he was just doing everything that he needed to be to get to where he is.
That's the way to go about it. It's hard work.
Literally.
You can either have two things, I always say, right? You can either have talent, where you're just like, take perfect pitch for example. That's just a simple thing. If you're born with talent, you've got perfect pitch, musician easily, do you know what I mean? Or it's through the hard work and dedication. That's one big thing, because mostly now with the use of TikTok and everyone's attention span is getting lower and lower. You're gonna need to be able to get these new skills to be now you have to be on camera. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't not be, otherwise no one gives the the association. That's that person doing this. That's this person doing this.
100%.
Even you're on camera. I mean, you're on the podcast now. You've always been out there and all of that, but you can't not be these days. I mean, there's still engineers out there and producers that aren't, but you're never going to be able to grow to your potential.
I guess so, but it kind of just depends what you want to do, really. Because not everyone, obviously I engineer, I DJ, I produce, but it just depends where you want to be and what you want to do. For me, my dream is I want to be like a DJ Khaled, but do you know what I'm saying? I want to be like a DJ Khaled, but it's or a Charlie Sloth or Kenny Allstar. That's who I look up to, but it's kind of not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone has what it takes to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of of course, I definitely recommend that for anyone who wants to get to that. Build yourself a brand, put a face to the name, and just do everything you possibly can to build your brand and get it out there. But not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone has what it takes to do that as well. I'm not saying. So it takes a lot of drive, planning, failed stuff.
There's plenty of times. I mean, with the podcast, we've both failed plenty of times. You don't learn unless you do have those failures. You know what I mean? To be able to build yourself up. How do I overcome that? stage, of being able to get bigger, or it just keeps, there's always something in the way of stopping you. Yeah. It's not, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's tough.
How did you get into music producing and music engineering in the first place?
So I was like 15 in school, yeah, and obviously I wasn't like really good at school. Never have been. So like I was in a music lesson one time, and we had to do like a project, and like it was kind of a thing where it's like we had to like play drums, like write music, and perform it or something like that. I wasn't really like, I just wasn't interested. Like, I just wanted to do like the computer stuff. So I'd go into like the big main room where they had like the big computer and everything, and I'll sit on GarageBand and I'll just learn that. Like I was like more interested in like putting everything together and producing the whole thing, rather than like sitting there and like
you know what I mean? Something big.
Yeah, like I was just like I'd rather just sit in like the big studio and just you record that, you do that, and I'm putting it all together, and that's how it started. And then I just started learning GarageBand, and I started rapping as well. I didn't have any clients at this time. Like, I didn't know anyone who rapped or done anything like that. It was just kind of just all in school really. And I started rapping, and then like, I made a group with like a couple of my friends, and then it's like when I was like 15, 16, and we started rapping, and then like I would just engineer the tracks on GarageBand and stuff. Yeah. And that's how it just like kick-started. And then when I was 16, I started working with like a company called Finesse Forever, and that's where I learned really like majority of my stuff. Like, I picked off like of people, learned of the producers and the engineers that were there and everything. I just met loads of people. Like my first like big session I remember like was with AM and Skengdo. I remember I was coming back from Finesse Forever studio, and I was on my way back home, and one of the managers said, AM's gonna call you for this session, and he rang me, and I was gassed. Like, I was 16 at the time, and I was like my first ever big artist working with them. I was gassed. Like, bro, AM just called my phone, like full number and everything. Like I was like no call. I was gassed. Like, so I was ready, and it just went from there. I started working with AM Skendo, and then like back then it was like the whole drill scene. So S1, they had S1. Who else did they have back then? I was like,
I can't remember that. It was time ago.
Well, what was this, like 2019?
Oh, I don't even remember the year. Like maybe 2018, 2017, maybe something like that. Like S1, Pounds, and like AM and Skengdo, and all of that stuff that was going on. Like Russ, like there was a bit of beef with Russ and S1. And all of that stuff that was going on. So like I was like, I've always found myself like in the hottest place at the right moment. So like it's like I'm always kind of bouncing really. Like I've never stayed at like one studio for like more than like a year and a bit. Like I'm always just
going around,
just meeting new people and stuff like that. So I've always found myself like to be in like the hottest place at the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Get the best opportunities out.
I guess that comes with your job, because a music producer doesn't ever just stay in one studio unless you're obviously massive and people come to you. Right? But if you're trying to come up and trying to make a name for yourself, that comes with the job. Moving around a lot, meeting new people, right?
Yeah, of course.
So with music producing and music engineering, was it love from first sight? Was it that's what I want to do? That's my passion now.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess so. It's like I do a lot of things. I do DJing, I do engineering, and I produce. Like there's a lot that I do. So it's like engineering for me was like that's what like kickstarted everything. Yeah. So it was love at first sight, I guess. So but like, I kind of do everything as well that I love as well. I love DJing, I love performing, and I love like producing, engineering. I love it all. So over time, my skill set expanded. So it's like, but engineering is what like kind of kicked it off. So,
for sure. Yeah. You mentioned obviously you do engineering. You mentioned DJing. Yeah. Now seeing you were I don't know if you still are, but Dino's DJing. Still doing that. Yeah. How has that been like? Because obviously if he does tours and stuff like going around, for me, I see that as a sick experience. Like you're getting the crowd jumping. You know what I'm saying?
I love doing that. I love doing it. Like so, like obviously. the funny story is, yeah, let me tell you something. Like prior, like couple, like like oh, I don't even know what the right sentence to say is, but like before, like I was Dino's DJ. Like a year before that, I was working at a studio called Beat Freaks. I don't know if you know Beat Freaks. I was working. I was working in their studio, and Dino was like the second biggest session that I ever had. One of the first one was Osh, and the second one was Dino. I mean, Dino kind of just clicked and connected because like I was really young at the time, and we were the same age, so it's kind of like we're both young, working with like these big guys in the industry. They're all older, responsibilities and whatnot, and it's kind of just me and Dino we're both the same age. So where we were the same age, we kind of just like we connected because we were the same age, and it's like we're always around these big guys and stuff. So like
for sure.
We just resonated with each other. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that's the connection, and that has always just been there from the start, really and truly. So but going off a bit off topic, but
that's fine. As much as you want.
Met him. That he was the second biggest session that I had, and I carried on doing sessions with him and stuff, and I met MC Versatile, which was obviously his manager, and through obviously that, and I remember he was like he dropped his Eye to Eye mixtape, and he was going on tour, and I was like, bro, can I DJ for you, please? Like, I really want to DJ. I want to be your DJ. I want to come on tour. And like, I know how MC Versatile and like Dino and that move now. So I can only imagine how they were moving back then. They were just like, he was just like, ask Dino. Dino was just like, ask my manager. Just going back and forth. And he was like, we'll message you. Like, but obviously no one got back to me. But it was that, back then I was like, I wanted to like be Dino's DJ so bad. So like, and then like fast forward to like a year later, obviously Carl's opened up his studio now, and I've gone to engineer there, and obviously he's managing Dino. So when like the whole stuff with RealTalk kind of kicked off and stuff, like it just was automatic that I was his DJ. I was like doing stuff with RealTalk as well, performing with him at shows and stuff. Then I was doing stuff with Dino as well. So like it's mad because like a whole year later, I'm his DJ.
Exactly. You manifested it and you were there. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of turning up stages and that. So that's how that all like come about. So and it is a crazy experience. It's like we're traveling the world. Seeing, having a good time, but also working. And man, it's like I couldn't dream or wish to do anything else.
Exactly.
It's only just gonna get bigger from here.
Exactly.
So,
It's still only you've only been in the game a couple of years.
Doing it properly,
like, if you got the same progress from where you were to now, and that carries on, you know
exactly.
God knows where it could be. Have you ever wanted to, or have you ever like tapped into the American music scene?
There was like a little stage, me and Dino had just like banging out American music, like listening to like the Kid Laroi.
That's my jam. I'll tell you that now.
Kid Laroi, Roddy Ricch, Rod Wave, like we were just There was one point like for like 6 months we were just making American music, like that was like we were just like America, but like takes time, I guess.
Of course. There was a whole thing with Ina Banks as well.
Oh yeah.
So he did a little thing with Dino with
that's
ukulele.
That's his next tune. He's dropping. He's dropping that. He should be dropping that in like next couple of weeks or something like that. He's got that's called Hold Me Down. Actually mixed in that in the studio, like by KRG. That's one of the guys who like a part of Vine Records. So got a team in that. So man, that tune with Ina Banks is hard.
I do like that.
When you work with so many artists, and I'm sure you work with big artists and small artists, right? How often do you have a session with them? Is it once a day, or is it once every week, once every month?
It just kind of everyone's got their kind of like their teams and people that they work
schedules.
With. Not even schedules, but like it's just there's no really schedule for studios. Like we're going studio, we're going studio. Unless like we're working with like actual like up and coming artists, clients that are coming, then that's when we'll have a schedule. For example, I could have like 3 sessions in a day of all like full of up and coming artists. Then I would have a schedule, so like I'll put them in from like 1 to like 10. I'm in the studio for however many hours, and it'll be like one after the other. That's the only time there's really a schedule, unless we have a camp where we're like doing studio every day. Then there's not really a schedule. But artists like, it's just about who you're comfortable with and who they prefer working with. So like Dino prefers to work with like that person. He will go to that person and vibe there and do what he needs to do there.
Some people like have different abilities. You might be better at something, and someone else might be better at another thing that he needs.
Exactly.
That type of thing.
That's like literally what's happened like with the Ina Banks song. Like there's been a couple people that mix and master the song. But like there was like different versions, but like Dino liked some version, like some of the versions of one of the mix and masters, and he liked some of like the other versions. So like they just collabed together. So it just what makes sense really, and what sounds good, innit? So but there's not really a schedule. Like people they go and work with who they feel comfortable with, and whatever. Like Dino could call me now and say, bro, like you got studio time, let's do this. I could go, I want to. You know what I'm saying? So
just pretty much on the go most of the time.
Yeah, just on the go really, but majority of the time it is like every day or every like day or so, or just you know what I'm saying?
So you travel a lot, right? You travel a lot.
Yeah, we do. Especially when we got shows. Especially when we got shows, we do travel a lot. So,
it's crazy. Now you mentioned you got Divine Records. Behind us, all new and everything. I want to get into that a little bit. So you mentioned you signed a couple of people in terms of, or started to create a team of people. What's your like plans in the future with that? Where do you see it as like? Is it a similar thing to like Internet Money, like a group of producers and stuff, or? I guess
so. I guess you could say that. I haven't really like gone into depth really with the Divine Records, but I do know that I want a studio where all of us can like be and work, because right now we don't have like a one studio base where we are. Like we do come here a lot, but we also go to many other studios. So I feel like when we have a base, there's gonna be a lot more coming out. Sorry, from us, because it's like when we have a base, there'll be a lot of more stuff coming out of us, because it's like we'll have consistency of like work and projects. Where we don't have a base, there's not really much time and money to like put into the studio. Like studio time's expensive, so like when I'm like going to studios, I have to like budget it out and move smartly around it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not, I don't have endless peas to just be spending out on like studio time all the time. So and like sometimes you could be just getting absolutely nothing from it, and like doing that consistently is just definitely. So my plans in the future is to like kind of like have a base where like we can all work together on like consistent projects and get things out. So I've got 3 producers, and then there's like 2 engineers, me and like KRG, and I've got Rickson, Robin, and Prodigy. So Rickson and Robin are both like from Amsterdam. And Rickson's worked on some big records already. He's done Abracadabra, Russ, like loads of international collabs. So man, it's getting there. So I feel like having a team is important. Having people with you like who are like on the journey, who want the same thing as you, is important. So we're getting there. So,
how did you connect to the people from Amsterdam?
How did we connect? I'm trying to think. Just over Instagram, really. Like we're all like producers and stuff in it. So we kind of just
common interest, right?
Yeah, like we just got in the studio together and stuff. And like I kind of like I always like everywhere I go, I kind of just always like automatically just take that leadership role.
It's good to be like that though. Definitely.
I kind of just take that leadership role, and that's kind of like they saw that, so that they asked me questions. They would ask, "Oh, can you like help with this or help with that?" And I just thought like, why are you just not coming to just be a part of the team? I just set you to do like that task and that task to just make yourself better, really and truly, and then let's just work as a team to just get to where everyone needs to get. And yeah, that's how I like linked with this. A couple of sessions, and then it's just gone on from there.
Yeah, for sure. I would say definitely. I mean, one of the biggest main things that I definitely struggled with when I started out doing music. God, I don't remember how long ago that was now. It was good.
4 years ago.
4 years ago, yeah. Before the content, I found it quite hard to find people that were like-minded, to had the same ambition and drive. Some people I'd work with, they'll say they're going to go ham one week, and then the next week you hear nothing from them, and I'm like, well, that's not obviously not your dream.
A lot of unserious people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I've kind of gone past that point now. Like, I still bump into a few people that are unserious, but if I've had like a couple of encounters with you, I can kind of tell whether you're on it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time for bullshit anymore.
I
don't want it because it's it's been so many years now. I just want to keep progressing. You're past that level. Yeah, I just want to I don't want to deal with the nonsense anymore. I just want to keep doing my thing.
It's just waste time.
You're experienced enough to know what's bullshit and what's not.
Yeah.
So you know when to miss it and when to move forward with it.
It's kind of just long.
How do you deal with again, you work with a lot of artists, a lot of producers. How do you deal with some of them may be bigger than others? How do you deal with their personalities? Because someone may have a certain type of personality, and someone may be more relaxed, someone may be more enthusiastic about making music. Yeah. How do you deal with different people?
That's a tricky one, I know. I don't really. You kind of just when you're making music with someone, it's a vibe, right? Yeah. Music is a vibe. Someone could be someone like RD, he's very gassed up and going, ready to just spit and go.
Energetic.
And there's some artists that are just really relaxed. There's not really a way to deal with it. It's kind of just whatever the vibe is how everyone goes, really. There's not really a way to deal with it.
You just match with it.
Yeah,
I suppose
you just got to match the energy.
I can add to that question a little bit. Is there anyone that you've met in the industry that is just too big-headed?
Is that what you meant?
No, but that's a great question.
Okay. I'm not really. There's not really.
Everyone's sort of down to earth. Obviously, when you're performing, when you're on camera or something, you exaggerate your personality. That type of thing. We've definitely seen that with a lot of people. But you can have some people that just fake a personality completely, and behind the scenes, they're just down to earth people.
That happens because it's at the end of the day, it's entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I wouldn't be surprised if we all knew a personality and they were mad enthusiastic on camera, and when you meet them behind the scenes, they're just not that. That's happened. I know that's happened. Ahead of times. I've met so many content creators on TikTok and stuff. I watch their videos. I'm like, yeah, you're fucking funny. You're funny.
So
but then I met them in person. I'm like, bruv, what is this? This is a letdown. I thought you were calm. What's going on? That's boring. But no, it's the game, innit?
That's true.
Yeah, unless you really know them, you don't really know them. Do you know what I mean? So,
exactly. People come from all different type of places. Yeah. So wherever they go with.
Yeah. But I've never really met anyone that's mad big-headed or arrogant or rude.
Yeah.
Everyone's just calm. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good though. Yeah. That's you need to. The good thing is just to be able to spot people that are like that and cut them out. Yeah. Because they're not going to push you and help you grow, and then you're not going to have the respect to help them grow and that type of thing. So
I want to talk about Hazy, right? So you made you helped him with a song, right? How does that even come about? He's from Liverpool. You're from south of England. How does that come about?
Hazy there. If only you knew, bro.
Just happened randomly.
Oh, Hazy. Fucking hell. Alright, Hazy. So, what even happened? It's just TikTok. The tune was going off.
Yeah.
And obviously, I was working with MT Versatile at his studio. He's got one in Hackney, so that was what I was using at the time. And Hazy's just going viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
And when shit goes viral, we send stuff to each other. Yo, this is going mad. And he works at Columbia Records at Sony, so he's at A&R there, right? So he's gone, right, this song's going off. So Hazy's he's from Liverpool, right? He's getting hella messages from labels, come and like, we want to meet, whatever. So Hazy's come down and he hasn't gone to the office. I think, was this during COVID time? I don't know.
It probably was when he was blowing up, I think.
I think it might be a bit after COVID times.
I don't know.
Just after.
I don't know whether the like record labels offices was open. That's why he came to the studio. But he did come to the studio for the label meeting with MC Versatile, and I came as well to the label meeting as well, and he was just talking to him, like, and he hadn't had the song recorded. He just had that because it was on a cipher.
Yeah.
So it was just that clip going viral. He hadn't had the song recorded. So we were just like, yeah, cool, let's come record it now. Like, let's get it done. He hadn't had it structured or anything. It was just me. It was me, him, his mum, and MC Versatile. Us four.
Yeah.
Yeah, us four in the studio. Us four in the
Mathematics.
studio. Us four in the studio, just chilling, getting the song done. And yeah, he's rapped his hook, he's rapped his verse. Done the second verse. The song sounded sick. So obviously he's the only person. It's not like he's like recorded it elsewhere, and I'm like trying to get like the project file and trying to get the mix for X, Y, and Z. Like, no, he's actually come from Liverpool to have the meeting with MC Versatile, because obviously he's at Columbia, and it's like he hasn't recorded the song yet. I'm an engineer. We're in the studio.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. So
of course,
we've got the song done. He's recorded it, and just like he's eventually like. Because obviously Carl's gone and he manages RD, he manages Dino, he's done things before, so like he was drawn to Carl, and he signed with Carl to Columbia, and I basically I work with him, so like he's gone, Biggz, like, can you do the mix, and done the mix, and just that's how I got about, and he signed it to Columbia, done a madness, and Went nearly, like, it went in number 11 in the chart, so nearly top 10. Nearly.
You gotta count that.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what I mean? Like, one away, you know.
Nearly top 10. But it went silver. It went silver. It's gone silver. Hopefully it'll go gold.
Yeah, that's sick.
Saying Hazy, right? Now, I've never seen his face. I'm not sure if his face has ever been seen. Yeah. Right? Have you seen his face?
Of course.
You've seen his face?
Yeah.
So, because you know they wear baddies, right?
Yeah.
So, do they just take it off when they record?
Yeah, it's just normal. Like, bro, Hazy could just we were just like, we would go anywhere. Like, I would just go shop and just have this like balaclava off. Like, you wouldn't know. Really? You wouldn't know.
Oh, so it's
not
the scene now. It's like
when we're around people or in like press conferences or at shows, obviously his bally's on. When his bally's on, you know it's Hazy.
Yeah.
When it's off, you don't know.
Yeah, it's like the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's kind of calm because he's a big artist. He's done his thing, and it's like, if he doesn't want to do the music thing tomorrow, he can. Yeah. You don't know who he is. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Crazy.
Right. Well, I mean, I have one question that we ask most times in the podcast. Yeah. To anyone that's been on the podcast, who is the most famous person in your phone contacts? I mean, this could be in terms of followers or actual popularity.
I don't know, I'm not even gonna lie. I get asked this question all the time. I don't actually know.
You know, I don't
know. No. I can't.
Big time.
There's so many, like, they're all on the. I don't even know. There's like, well, I don't know.
You don't know.
that one's tricky. There's so many. I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even when we had Jason on,
he
was having a bit of struggle to try and find out as well.
Yeah.
It's just too many connections.
Yeah, like
it's
not even just on my phone contacts as well. It's on Insta and that.
Insta or
like do you know what I'm saying? Just I don't know. Let me have a look real quick. Hold on.
Just take your time.
Speed it up.
Let me see. What do you count as mad famous though?
Okay, well, like.
Because you can go off many bases. If you're talking artists, you go off Spotify streams, anything like that type of thing.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the most famous. Just someone who's quite up there is in your phone contact.
Well, I got like 5 though.
Say all of them.
Bro.
It's a tough question.
I guess, yeah, when you compare 5, I guess it's a tough question.
No, bro, I've just got a lot. Yeah, that's my answer.
Too many.
In that industry,
phone contact.
In that
but
industry,
it's the industry, innit? Like,
yeah,
that's true.
what I'm saying. It's not like, oh right, I've got Jay-Z's phone number. Like,
Yeah,
it's a colleague, innit?
As an engineer, you
yeah.
want to be connected to a lot of people. I guess that does make sense, right?
Yeah.
So you're like one phone call away to an artist that you want.
Yeah, but they may not answer sometimes. Like, these guys change their numbers all the time, innit? So it's kind of like.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Now, with like you said, there was like a 6 month period where you just did American music with Dino, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to America and, well, have you ever gone to America first of all?
Yeah.
You've gone to America.
Yeah.
Have you worked with American artists?
No.
Not at all.
Not gone to America and worked with American artists, but like. No, I've never worked with an American.
Do you think like that's a big step that you would want to take in the future?
Yeah, definitely. So WhatsApp. One WhatsApp notification.
That's Jay-Z on the phone now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, I've never worked with an American artist, but it's in the plans to.
It's in the plans.
Yeah.
What type of, are you talking like Fivio foreign?
Because you got
Still
drill,
more drill, like UK vibe.
You know what? No, I wouldn't actually want to. You know, like, but I know if I was to go there and do the whole drill stuff,
Yeah.
I'd do it like this. But no, you know, I would want to work with like someone like Rod Wave.
Ooh,
That's hard.
Yeah,
like, I would want to work with someone like Rod Wave or Roddy Rich or the Kid Leroy or who else is out there like the more type of like rap wavy stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not hard drill.
Leroy's a
not,
weird
not
one.
like hard drill. You know what? Drill in America and drill here is completely different.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
completely different.
I feel like drill in America is more melodic.
Not even. I feel like
Sometimes.
drill. Sometimes it can be.
Yeah.
But drill in America is very like fast. Like I'm like.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. You know what I'm saying? But it slaps. It slaps though. But I don't know. Drill here and drill there are completely different. But I do know if I was to do it up, madness. You get me? But yeah,
Well,
if I was to go there and like work on actually like mad like music, definitely with the artist like one WhatsApp notification. It would definitely be like a Rod Wave or Kid Leroy or like Roddy Rich. Like that's what I would wanna.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Jay-Z's really trying to bell him up. No, Leroy's a weird one. I'll be honest.
It's my PT trainer. Sending me my meal plan.
Leroy's a weird one. I find Leroy is my favourite artist,
Yeah.
especially now. I always find he's a weird one. He's going down the proper pop route now, which I can respect. That's where the money is. That's where the fame is. That's where everything is. You know what I mean? And he's doing well. I want to see more sort of like proper rap from Leroy. I'll be honest.
No, I agree. You know, because it's like when me and Dino were banging out Kid Leroy, he was.
PT's going off.
Yeah, when Kid Leroy was like going off, like he was doing all the stuff with what's his name, Stunner Gambino,
Yeah. G Herbo.
all of that. He was making hard music. Like I fuck with that Kid Leroy.
Yeah.
But now I don't really listen to him as much.
No,
Like,
I
he-
don't.
Yeah, like since he's gone down that pop route, like it's kind of like after Stay with Justin Bieber.
I was about to say, I think
Like-
Justin Bieber put him in that direction.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I hear it. I completely hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that Kid Leroy.
Yeah.
You
He's
think
got
you could
new
ever make, get involved with pop as well?
Yeah, definitely. Just
dance music.
what dance music?
We're talking like Nathan Dorr type.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
type of
No, I'm
tunes,
on
yeah.
that. Yeah. That type of music is sick, especially when you're DJing with it. It's like
Yeah.
man.
I think especially with dance music, that brings more of a name to yourself. Someone like Nathan Dorr, someone like who's the other big guy that does?
David Guetta.
David Guetta, yeah. Someone like him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that type of,
What's the other guy?
There is one more person like Jax Jones or like.
No, what's
Yeah.
the other guy?
That's
Oh,
a tough one.
It's gonna bug me. What's the other guy?
What do you look like?
Martin Garrix.
Garrix.
Garrix, yeah, that's his name. Garrix, that one. Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah, he's cold.
Yeah, he's sick.
I was definitely in my young age is what got me into music was that type of Martin Garrix, like EDM, Marshmello, the old Marshmello.
Do you remember him?
He's still popping. He's popping more than ever, you know.
Who, Marshmello?
Yeah.
I haven't really heard of him.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him in a minute.
Well, he's just come out with loads of Juice WRLD music. Leroy, he's produced for Leroy. I think he's more of a producer now.
That's probably why, because it's like he was doing a lot of stuff with like Roddy Ricch and that.
Yeah.
I think because he's gone a bit more pop. I don't know.
The pop producing side.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, the
lane. Yeah.
I haven't heard. Usually he would DJ like Tomorrowland and like headline all these festivals and everything. But yeah, I haven't heard him in a while. But he's still popping. I think behind the scenes he's making moves. But
could we ever see you at a festival at some point? Do you think?
Yeah, so I've done festivals already.
Yeah.
What about Wireless?
Yeah, I've done Wireless. Well, I haven't actually DJ'd at Wireless. Yeah, but I've been on the main stage Wireless with RD when I think Tion bought him out. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
Last year? No, was it last year? Last year or the year before, one of them. No.
It was around that time. It was quite. I remember seeing it on your Insta.
Yeah. I don't know. It was either Tion or Digger D. One of them bought RD out, and it was we all went on the stage with RD, and just done that thing.
Can we see you at any festivals this year? 2023. Big up 2023.
Possibly.
Because
Dina's got some
stuff coming.
Got some shit in the locker, so hopefully.
I'm excited.
Rolling loud. Portugal.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know.
Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully.
Nah.
Yeah, but festivals, that's my that's what I want to be doing 24/7. Fucking
it's so fun.
It's lit.
Yeah.
Like,
We're going to Wireless.
Wireless. Yeah. I can't lie. You know what? I don't know how you guys do it. How many days are you doing for Wireless?
Only 2.
Well, it'll be our first time going to Wireless. Have you been to?
I've been to Reading.
What Wireless are you going to?
Friday and Saturday.
No, which location?
It's only one this year.
No, there's loads.
Is it?
The Finsbury one.
Oh, what? There'll be Finsbury Park this year.
Yeah.
I swear there's
they did it last year because obviously they stopped with COVID. I think they did 3 locations when it started again. I don't know whether they've done that now. I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure it's only Finsbury Park.
Mad. Yeah. I can't lie. Wireless is lit. Finsbury Park. Yeah, the stage is crazy. The main stage is mad. I want to see that stage before I die. No cap. So hopefully.
I know my main goal, obviously we're doing the podcast, doing the content, but I'm still doing music behind the scenes. My main goal was to get one of my beats played at
a big festival. I haven't done that yet.
Nah.
Soon come, bro.
I'm trying. I'm grinding. The thing is with me is I'm so much more American side.
Yeah.
Internet money.
Okay.
That type of side. So it's kind of tough.
It's
although
hard,
we have dabbled in some drill with Ted.
Yeah. Our friend Ted. That's is that your thing that you want to do?
Yeah, for sure. That's the main goal with music. Obviously, podcast content's different. There's different goals for different careers. But for music, that's once I do that, I'm cool. I'm happy.
Okay, actually, let me rephrase it to actually both of you, right? Because I'm not really involved in music. I just listen to it. What's one thing you would like to accomplish before you die? This could be festival, a certain artist.
There's a lot, man.
Or one thing. I know it's hard. Take your time.
It's tough.
Because there's a lot of things out there.
That's really hard. I mean,
I want my own number 1 single. I want to do it on Billboard though. I don't want to do it on UK charts.
Yeah.
I want my own number 1 Billboard single.
That's hard.
But fucking hell. It's gonna take
There's a lot of competition.
Yeah, man.
So much competition for that. It's nuts.
But it's doable. It's
doable for anyone if you had the hard work dedication with it, but
that's mad, I never actually thought about that.
A long-term goal.
Since you just asked that. So.
Because, I mean, God forbid, anyone can die at any point, right?
Yeah.
So,
it's true.
I wouldn't want to go out unsatisfied. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If I was to go out now, I'd be pissed.
Because you're on the come up.
Yeah. Come up's the best part, though,
yeah.
But I'd be pissed.
But if you looked at yourself 2 years ago to where you are now, you'd be like, wow.
Yeah,
that would have been great if I went out there.
Defo, 100%. You know what? That's kind of weird because I always say to myself, because I'll be stressed about shit right now. Shit's not going well. That's not happening. This is not happening, and I'll be like, oh, fuck, like, is it ever gonna happen? Like, is it ever gonna get to that point? But then I'll be like, I look back like 2 years or 1 year, I'll be like, last year I was like this exact day, I really wasn't thinking this was gonna happen. It's like, so like, you just don't know.
It just happens without you knowing.
Just gotta keep doing your thing. Really, like, you can't get stuck and like start feeling sorry for yourself and shit.
Consistency.
You always want to move on. You haven't answered the question.
I haven't answered the question. It's hard because obviously with the music, the content, it's tough. It's tough to choose. I suppose with the content, I mean, like you said, #1 Billboard single. The content, I want to do the #1 podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's quite hard when you've got Joe Rogan in the way, but
Exactly.
and then obviously, I mean, my goal with music is just to get one of my beats played at festival. So 100%. It's goals to work towards, but we're young.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we've got time to do it.
Just keep banging that out.
For sure, it's consistency. That's why especially with the content side, it's consistency.
Exactly, but also the quality, right? Quality is very important because when we started out, it was the first 3 episodes. It was just me and Harvey. It was okay. It was okay quality, right? But then we realized, if we bring on guests, people might be slightly more interested. They can tell their story, and someone new every time. So we brought on a couple more guests and keep going. Then we went to a different location. We keep going, moving around, and that's what it excites about us. Like sitting down here, it's a different place than where we usually are. We get to talk to you, and you can share your stories. We can, listen to your stories, which is we might have never done that.
For sure.
It's about taking the opportunities. That's what I think, especially in podcasts, because we really want guests. We like having guests. That's specific for me, because that's what I like, talking to people. But
it's the same with me, really. I loved, we've had Jason on, self-made millionaire from Forex trading. We've got Biggz on, engineer, music, big in the scene, chart-hitting artist. We've had Carell on, an actual artist. Do you know Carell? Yeah, he's hard. Carell. We've had Shay on, another artist who, I mean, he's sick. Let's be real.
Some to 200k.
It's up to 200k with Izzy Oakley. So that's sick. That tune is hard, to be fair.
And then Harry, who was in the background for FaZe.
For the sideman FaZe. One group. So it's sick. We love getting new people on, and it's just expanding our the ventures, if you like.
Last question, then. Where do you see yourself in 1 year? In 1 year's time, which is today is 20th of March, where do you see yourself? What do you think you will accomplish? I know it's hard. We just talked about how
1 year's time isn't a long time.
Do you know what, bro? I'm not even gonna comment on it. I don't want to jinx nothing. Like, I swear, I'm actually like
that's fair enough.
I don't want to jinx it, but I know where I want to be.
Your expectations, right?
I just let's just say I want everything to be in a stable position, and everyone's like progressed and everything moving. That's where I want to be in a year, but I don't want to really get in depth. You know what I mean?
I guess you don't want to look back and see if you didn't achieve this certain goal. You don't want to take yourself down for it.
Not even. I just don't want to. I don't want to speak out to you. I don't want to just touch word in it. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
There's two things you can do. Obviously, like you said, you could end up jinxing it and then it's fucked, right? Or you can speak things into existence. But people that do that, it's risky. I feel like, because if you do that, it don't happen, then.
I don't want to like a waste man as well. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I kind of just want to just keep my head down and just keep doing what I need to be doing.
Keep focused.
So, but fingers crossed. Like, if shit does go well, we'll do a podcast again, and I'll tell you what I was thinking.
Exactly.
What's that channel in America that does like speaking to Billie Eilish? 2 years later. You follow account all of this different factors.
I would definitely be down to do that.
For sure.
No, 100%, man.
But everyone's going up. 2023, time's moving quick as well. I'll be real.
Right, it's April, literally already.
It's nuts.
I mean, compared to like when we were at school, time is going.
3 years gone with that already.
Way too quick.
Isn't it? Like, I thought you won. Crazy. At school, it's like so slow. Like everything's like.
You don't want to be there. That's the thing. Like here, you want to be here.
You're doing stuff you enjoy. You're working with people you've always wanted to work with. All these type of factors.
It's gone quick. It was January yesterday. Doesn't make sense.
Christmas and New Year didn't even happen.
Oh my god!
I'll be real. It's nuts. But I think it's been going for about an hour now, so I think we should wrap this
Usually
up.
it ends about an hour, right?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. But yeah, we've got exciting things for the podcast. Which is sick for this year. New things from you and Dino. I'm gassed for that. I'll definitely be going to one of the shows. I'll tell you that.
Yes, come on.
That's sick. So yeah, love. It's been sick.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. All good, man.
Sweet.
Hope everything goes well.
Definitely, and you as well. Of course. Come on.
Big love to everyone.
But yeah, we'll see you in the episode 13. Peace.